Hi guys, I'm Radyo Sihines. I'm 19 years old from Magalong, Mabini, Pangasinan, and habis ko ang sumayaw, kumanta at gumawa ng mga artworks. And for introduction guys, i-report namin pala is the Philippine Constitution. And no further eme guys, ay umpisahan na natin in 3, 2, 1.
So guys, first, what is Constitution? So guys, ang Constitution ay isang system of government codified as a written work which contains fundamental laws and principles. It is usually contains fundamental political principles and establishes the structures, procedures, powers, and duties of a government. So guys, the Constitution of the Philippines is the supreme law of the Philippines. The Constitution currently effect was ginawa in 1987 during the administration of President Corazon C. Aquino, and it is popularly known as the 1987 Constitution. So the Philippine Constitutional Law experts recognize three other previous constitution. Ito yung 935 Commonwealth Constitution, 973 Constitution, and the 1986 Freedom Constitution. So guys, pasadaan lang natin to and the nature and purpose of Constitution. Number 1, it serves as the supreme of our fundamental law. Number 2, it establishes the basic framework and underlying principle of government. And isa pa is the constitutional law, body of law derived from the country's written constitution. It lays down and guides the duties and powers of the government and the duties and rights of its citizens and residents.
So guys, meron naman tayong kind of constitution. So number 1, as to their origin and history. So A is the conventional or enacted, and B, cumulative or evolved. So number 2, as to their form, kung ito ba ay written or unwritten. And sa number 3 naman guys is as to manner of amending them, kung ito ba ay rigid or inelastic, and flexible or elastic. So guys, kung makikita nyo, andyan din ang parts of the 1987 Constitution. And guys, as in madami siya. And next in line is 1897 Constitution of Biak na Bato naman tayo. And guys, meron tayong definition of terms. Meron tayong banish, truce, and constitution. So sa banish tayo guys is to force someone to leave a country as punishment. So parang ito yung pag-force mo sa someone para umalis siya sa kanyang country. And number 2 naman tayo guys is the truce. Is an agreement between enemies or opponents to stop fighting, arguing, etc. for a certain period of time. So guys, ang truce naman isa siyang agreement or kasunduan para mag-stop na yung fighting at maayos na nila. So next is the Constitution, the system of beliefs and laws by which a country, state, or organization is governed. So the Constitution of Biak na Bato was the provisionary constitution of the Philippine Republic during the Philippine Revolution and was promulgated or na-promote siya by the Philippine Revolutionary Government on November 1, 1897. And makikita natin na ang constitution na ito ay niram lang from Cuba and originally written by Isabelo Artacho and Felix Ferrer in Spanish. And kalaunan guys, i-translate ito in Tagalog by Francisco Macabolos Y. Soleman. So ano nga ba ang Biak na Bato Constitution? And it is the first republic ever declared in the Philippines by a revolutionary leader na si Emilio Aguinaldo and his fellow revolutionaries. And despite its successes, including the establishment of the Philippines' first ever constitution, yung republic na ito ay tumagal just over a month. So guys, kung makikita nyo, ayan yung Biak na Bato. So guys, meron naman silang organs of the government under the Constitution. Meron tayong Supreme Council or Grade in Justice, and a symbol of representatives. And andyan si Emilio Aguinaldo, the President, and Mariano Trias naman for Vice President. So guys, hindi magpapatalo si Pedro Paterno ang negotiator. And guys, syempre si Pedro Paterno naman isang Spaniard born in the Philippines na nag-volunteer para maging isang negotiator between Aguinaldo and Government Primo de Vera, Pact of Biak na Bato with Pedro Paterno and Emilio Aguinaldo para ma-end na yung kanilang pag-aaway. So, Paterno's effort paid off when on December 15, 1897, the pact he signed the pact as the representative of the revolutionaries and de Vera as the representative of the Spanish government. The leader are Emilio Aguinaldo as the President, Mariano Trias for Vice President, Antonio Montenegro Secretary, Baldomero Aguinaldo for Treasurer, and Emilio Rigo de Dios. So guys, ayan yung Biak na Bato Constitution kung makikita nyo, nabanggit ko na kanina. And dyan si Emilio Aguinaldo as the President and Mariano Trias naman for Vice President. So dito naman guys, Emilio Aguinaldo ay bumuo siya ng isang headquarters in Biak na Bato in Bulacan Province. And syempre, yung news na yon biglang nag-spread immediately and throughout the country, and the revolutionaries were once more in high spirits. So buti na lang andyan si General Elanera who was in Nueva Ecija pa para mag-declare ng support para kay Aguinaldo. Sana all sinusuportahan. So next in line naman tayo is In July 1897, Aguinaldo established the Biak na Bato Republic and issued in a proclamation stating the following demands: an expulsion of the friars and the return of the friars' lands to the Filipinos, representation in the Spanish Cortes, freedom of the press and of religion, abolition of the government's power to banish Filipino, and equality for all before the law. So ang ceasefire naman guys was declared by both camps, and the agreement between Aguinaldo and the Spanish forces was made. And with the help of lawyer Pedro Paterno, tignan nyo guys, ang laki ng tulong ni Pedro Paterno, Spain and the Philippines nevertheless made the peace through the Pact of Biak na Bato. And meron silang agreement, the following provisions. So una, the Spain should pay 800,000 Mexican dollars to be paid in the installment in exchange of pagpapatapon for Emilio and his associates. So ayun, tignan nyo guys, ang laki. And pangalawa is the payment should be made by the personally to Emilio, and its use will be totally in the discretion of the group. So next is that Spain should give 2 hostages as the collateral until Emilio and his group have arrived in Hong Kong, and until they are paid the first installment. And syempre that the friars should be expelled, and that a time of peace shall be declared until February. And syempre both sides signed the agreement, and no one really believed the other would follow the agreement to the letter. Syempre sakim yung Spaniards, kaya parang hindi na sila naniniwala na susundin nila yung agreement doon sa letter. So guys, nung pumunta na si Emilio doon sa Hong Kong, na-receive niya na yung pera na 400 Mexican pesos. Pat yung pera na yon ginamit niya lang para pambili ng mga weapons needed by the revolutionary movement. Di ba ang bait niya? Makikita niyo dito yung the rest payment was not received. So guys, ayun na nga. So yung mga Spaniards hindi sila sumunod sa kasunduan. Sila binayaran ng buo yung 800,000 Mexican pesos. Kaya yun, yung pag-away nila andun pa din. So guys, ayun pala yung mga mukha ng Filipino revolutionaries who excelled in Hong Kong. Oh, so ayun na naman guys, makikita nyo naulit na naman. Si Pedro Paterno talaga yung ano dito, yung way para maging maayos lahat. Ang laking tulong din ni Pedro Paterno para doon sa both camps na magkaayos. So kung hindi volunteer si Pedro Paterno guys, so hanggang ngayon sana andun pa rin yung yung sobrang away nila. Pero dahil sa tulong niya, nabawasan, pero andun pa din kasi hindi sumunod yung mga Spaniards dun sa truce na binigay or kasunduan. So guys, meron tayong preamble of the Biak na Bato Constitution. It is the separation of the Philippines from the Spanish monarchy and their formation into an independent state with its own government called the Philippine Republic has been the end sought by the revolutionary in the existing war. Began on the 24th of August 1896, and therefore in its name and by the power delegate by the Filipino people. Interpreting faithfully their desires and ambitions, we, the representative of the revolution, in a meeting at the Biak na Bato on November 1, 1897, unanimously adopted the following articles for the Constitution of the state. The Constitution of Biak na Bato was never implemented since a truce. The Pact of Biak na Bato was signed between the Spanish and the Philippine Revolutionary Army. So guys, kung makikita nyo, the Constitution of Biak na Bato is never pinatupad since merong truce. The Pact of Biak na Bato sinay ng dalawang both camp, the Spanish and the Philippine Revolutionary Army. So guys, yung story talaga ng Biak na Bato is meron talagang malaking tulong yung pagkakaroon ng truce or yung agreement para sa dalawang both camp. Kasi kung wala yun guys, hindi sana na-implement din tong the Biak na Bato Constitution. Pero mahirap pa din kasi yung peace sa mga Spain, parang hindi nila afford. Parang ang tawag nga dito, hindi capable sa kanila yung mga peace na ganon or yung pagkakasunduan. So ayun, so syempre dapat meron pa rin tayong tamang desisyon. And syempre yung desisyon na yun dapat tama para syempre wala nang away. So guys, makikita nyo nga dyan yung the Biak na Bato Pact fails na yung Filipino Spaniards hindi sila nag-trust on each other. Sila nagtiwala. And syempre isa pa dito yung hindi pagbayad ng buo ng mga Spaniards dun sa amount na kailangan nilang bayaran. So guys, talagang mahalaga yung tiwala, pero kapag sumobra, nakakadala din. And hope guys na sana may natutunan kayo, and thank you.